allowed to take video of the inside of the post office.
Welcome back to the JTown Press. Today, this video is going to be on the post office in Tallahassee. But first, we stopped over here at DFAX and we met a young lady that was a huge supporter of ours. Oh wow, look at that. Department of Family Health, Florida Department of Health. Good, how's it going? Just taking some pictures and video. Hey. Yeah. Northwest Regions.
Georgia Transparency. JC.
How you doing?
Hi, Miss Fuller.
Nice to meet you.
All the time.
Really?
So you don't have no problems here.
Oh, give me a hug.
Yeah.
Give me a hug. Oh,
I give you a hug, baby.
You're not gonna have no problems.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Take pictures all you want.
Thank you, thank you.
There's no, I mean, we don't have no brochures or nothing.
No, no.
This basically investigation. I need to take my picture taken with you guys. Basically investigations.
Okay.
So we investigate child abuse here.
Yeah.
So mainly if people come, they're being interviewed. So we don't necessarily have the pamphlets
Right.
and things. Yeah, let me get my camera.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But I just have to be sitting here.
Here, let me get you a picture so I can put on. Ooh,
This is so awesome.
here, get your picture real quick.
Oh my God.
Here, come over here. Come here, Russell.
Hey, what you guys say? Oh, what you guys say? Turn it around.
Yeah, put it that way.
Awesome. Oh man, so you guys
Get one of me and my phone's in the car. In the truck.
yeah,
Get one of me and her. I'm gonna put it on my page.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
Awesome.
#1 fan.
Absolutely.
You're sitting here, right? Man, this is awesome, man. Because my friend's like, are you watching those cops? Are you watching them? That's what I do all day. So I know all about how you guys are all over
Oh yeah.
the world.
You never know where we're gonna show up.
You just never know. Oh, I gotta go share
Give
my
me a hug goodbye. Give me a hug goodbye.
Y'all take care.
Yeah.
Y'all
You
made
as
my
well.
day.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
Dawn.
much.
Look at that.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, take the pictures of it.
See y'all later. Oh yeah, God bless. Yeah, you too. See y'all later.
Bye.
Thanks.
How you doing?
I'm good.
1970.
Oh, just the post office.
Who is you?
Who is me?
Yes.
Who is you?
Happy Valentine's Day. Look at that. They decorate their little thing. It says, please wait to be
Oh,
called.
just like 3 press releases.
You're not allowed to take video of the inside of the post office.
Please have articles.
I think you're asking
you have to go out there.
Okay.
Not
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Please have articles ready for mailing before
I appreciate
posting
it.
counter. What'd you say?
Y'all supposed to go out there. Go out there if you want a video, okay?
Okay, thank you
That
so
way.
much.
You're not allowed to videotape this out here.
Oh yeah, I can.
Okay, but no, you can't.
Yeah. Your rules and regulations are right there if you want to read them.
Right, and you're not allowed to videotape
Y'all
this
beautiful
out.
people.
Oh, look at these little flowers. Aww. Oh yeah, look, they have a copy right here. See the copy right here? That cool? See? I thought they had it. They're here.
Yeah.
Just taking some pictures of video.
Yeah, that's not allowed in the federal bill.
Yeah, look, you got it right here. Yeah, your rules and regulations, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, what can we help you with?
Just taking some pictures and video news.
And you think that's okay to come into a post office and do that? What's going on?
Just working on a story, sir. Gathering content for a story. Are you a supervisor?
I am.
Oh.
What's going on?
Just, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but just the obvious, yeah. Just gathering content for a news story. Yeah. And she's telling us we have to leave.
Oh, you do?
Oh, do we? Oh, who said that? The federal government? Hey.
Oh, is everything? Is everything okay?
No, you can't.
What happened?
You can wait till he come back out and ask him.
Can you go get him and just can you go get him real quick? Yeah, just to double check. Because he may have made a phone call or something, so just want to make sure that. Oh, is everything okay?
okay.
Guys trying to figure out what's going on.
You don't know what's going on?
No, we told you, news purposes.
What's the news story?
On you.
Post office.
Post office.
Okay, what about it?
Employee conducts right now.
What?
Oh, well, you're telling me to leave a public place right now, so it's on employee conduct.
Well, from what I've been told, you are allowed to record outside, but not inside.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just public space.
Okay, well, police are on their way.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll wait around then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thought you said the police were coming.
I thought they were.
So it was like,
Are you the postmaster?
No.
No, he's the supervisor. Have you made a call to the postmaster by chance?
I don't understand what's going on here. You guys with some sort of
Yeah,
agency?
independent news. Yeah, independent journalists.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a good day.
You too.
Let me get here, all right?
All right. Up there they are. Right there. Right there. Right there.
So the seller said it was going to be a row, and then when I called 1-800, they said...
somebody called police?
Okay, I'm sorry. Give us 1 second.
Yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
No talking about?
Sure. Come on back.
How can I come in?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Officer Donaldson. How can I help you?
Chris. But I don't know who these people are. They've been here for 30 minutes. They say they're independent news, so I guess that gives them some sort of right to come inside and just stand here and put...
They're probably like these First Amendment auditors. They're taking it upon themselves on YouTube or TikTok to go out and be in places where they're allowed to be and then film, and then people get upset and they watch the reactions because that's what they're trying to do, is get a reaction. But the fact is that they're absolutely allowed to film anything they can see where they're legally able to be. Right? So it's kind of like, and your brother and you were having a hard time and your mom tells you, just ignore them, right? Because you're not going to...
we haven't given them consent to...
Yeah, we don't need consent. See, I'm not allowed to be here without your invitation.
Right.
But I can be there all day.
Okay.
Right? And as long as I'm not interrupting your operation, and I don't mean interrupting operation by I'm not comfortable with them, but I'm talking about like getting your customers' way, screaming, throwing stuff, right? They're allowed to be here. They could have a post office box, they could do whatever, but they're allowed to be here, right? You're allowed to be in the post office, right? So unless you're creating a disturbance other than something where people say, and this is the hard part, right? When people start saying, well, I'm afraid of them, or or I'm offended, or I don't want my picture taken, right? Well, those things aren't covered, right? The First Amendment allows you to be and to film pretty much anywhere you're allowed to see, just like police. So when I was in the academy and when I was in my criminology classes, if I was walking by your yard, right, and you were in there doing something illegal, right, and I couldn't see because of a fence, I'm not allowed to do this and look around. But if your fence is this high and I can see it, that's plain view, right? I'm legally where I'm allowed to be. So you could be like, well, I was in my yard. I have privacy. I'm legally where I'm allowed to be and could see it in plain view. It's the same thing with them. They're legally where allowed to be, and they're not interrupting the business, except for people getting a Twitter. You know what I mean? They do it at the police station all the time. They, like police, when they first started filming the police all the time, right? We said, whoa, we're trying to work here, right? I don't want to be all over YouTube or nothing like that either, right?
And that's the thing. I don't give them permission to record me and put me on YouTube.
And they told me, too bad, right? And so one guy tried playing like Taylor Swift songs. So, because you know why? It's copyrighted. They can't put it on YouTube. The court said, nice try. Right? You can hear Taylor Swift songs just walking around. So that's not the problem. You can't play it on the radio. You can't do that. It's copyrighted. You can't use it for your YouTube introduction. You can't use it for your media. But you can hear it in the background. That's okay. So the cop tried to do it because it's copyrighted and get him to quit filming them, right? Because he's just minding his business, direct traffic, but they're just annoying. You know, they do it to get a reaction,
right.
so they get more likes, which means YouTube starts giving them money. Right?
Yeah.
So if they're not, you know, like if you have some people in here who are like telling people not to use the post office and they're standing out front, get out of here, blah, 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 and getting in their face, then that's different. If they're interfering with your operations, that's different. If they're where they're legally allowed to be, they can film anything they're legally allowed to see.
So can I ask them to stay in this area and not over here?
You're going to ask them, they'll probably refuse.
Even though that's technically my line right there.
As long as they're not interfering with the line. Like they got right out of my way as I walked up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You see what I mean? That's the catch-22. Free speech for your rights work for everybody, not just me. You know what I mean?
No,
yeah. And so this is the part people don't understand from the police sometimes is like, I'm here to protect your rights. And we're like, I have a right not to be filmed. You don't. Right? They have a right to be wherever they want to be, and they can film anything they can legally see from where they're allowed to be. So you can just film them back if you want to, right? You know what I mean?
Close the doors.
Huh?
What if I close this whole
If you close the post office, and locked up and say, okay guys, we're closed, then everybody would have to leave because everybody would have to leave.
Right. Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. So that's one thing. But you deal with your own policies on that. I worked for the post office for 15 minutes. They're not very, outside the box thinkers.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's how this works. They're legally where they're allowed to be. You can film anything you can see from where you're legally allowed to be.
Okay, so
Does that make sense? I have a wife and kids, and I think I make no sense because nobody understands a word I say when I go home.
perfectly
Right.
fine.
Okay.
That's gonna make my workers stronger.
Yeah, but I understand
I get
that.
what you're saying.
But it's the same thing with me. Like you call me for some guy out here with a knife, right? Well, it makes me to hang out with a guy with a knife or a guy with hepatitis, but that's part of my job. You know what I mean? But anybody who comes in here can give you the huzz, right? Anyone, that's my wife uses that word, right?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Anybody can give you the heebie-jeebies, right? Mm-hmm. Some dude comes in with all black and a mat, you know what I mean, and the big trench coat, you know, the thing, and you're like, oh my God, you know what I mean, right? They give you the heebie-jeebies, right? But the heebie-jeebies is not enough to suspend somebody's First Amendment rights.
Okay, well.
Now, you don't have a First Amendment right to legally be in a dressing room with somebody else who's trying to dress. That's a felony, right? You know what I mean? There's places you can't be filming. But we go into this, and it's especially targeted at government buildings, right? They've been in Leon County Courthouse, they've been at the Capitol, they've been at probation parole, they've been all these places. They do it all the time. They're not the first. I didn't even say hello to them. And you notice they started following me?
Yeah. And the weird thing is that they won't tell me what they're doing.
They don't have to. They don't have to.
They don't have to tell you what they're doing.
You don't have to tell me what you're doing.
Okay.
Right, you can stand at Hardee's and sit down and just watch people walk by.
And just record someone eating a sandwich.
Do whatever you want. Right. Until they say you're in a private business and we want you out. Right.
All right. Well,
you know what I mean?
In that case, then okay, let them stay. And
right. Let them waste their day.
Right. And I just won't talk.
Just
to them.
ignore them.
Yeah.
Right. Just ignore them, and they'll, just like your brother. See, and this will happen again.
Yeah.
So today, they may have gotten you getting upset, or one of your employees getting upset, and that creates likes. There's a couple guys out here that call themselves First Amendment auditors.
Here's the postmaster. Hey, man, I'm here with
Officer Donaldson.
Officer Donaldson. In here. So we have some vigilante filmmakers in the.
That's your term, not mine.
Well, yes, my term. And they're in the lobby. They've been here for about 30 minutes, and I called the authorities because I didn't know exactly what was going on, so they wouldn't give me any information, so I called them, and apparently he just explained to me that since it's within everyone's First Amendment right to literally record, they can stay there. So that's why I was calling.
See, you're the narrow end of the funnel on this. You've gotten this phone call before, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely. I've been through it more times than I care to share.
Yeah, well, you and I can swap stories about it, because me too. I try to, if I ever do engage them at all, I try to tell them to get my better side. But other than that, I don't really talk to them too much. You know?
Yeah, I just got, as long as they're not impeding the flow of our customer traffic, we really really nothing we can do.
Right, that's it. They are.
Just ignore them and they'll go away.
You want a job at the police department? I just told them the same thing.
Okay, well, as long as we know how small Leon is, they might be impeding. It's a pretty big guy.
Well, that's you can't do it based on weight like an airline. Like an airline, that's not fair.
You need to buy 2 seats.
Yeah, well, you have to do the same. So you stand over here and
they have been like as soon as I walked in, they get out of the way, right? As soon as the other people walking in, they're walking into the line freely, right? They're not. From just my 10 seconds of observation, they immediately were getting out of the way. They're parting like water because they know the drill.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they're just looking for contact.
Right, and when they get no reaction, eventually they'll go. But they target government buildings, right? Because Hardee's can tell you to go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
To private business. So they're targeting, and the First Amendment thing, auditing thing, makes no sense in Hardee's. But what they're doing is trying to record government employees trying to take their rights or something. And you catch a lot of
violating their rights.
Right. They catch a lot of poorly trained police officers in little poor counties who don't know, and they're young, and they get them on film, and they get a lot of likes and a lot of hits and stuff, and they make money off YouTube. That's how it works.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
I'm
thanks.
not interested in being that internet genius.
Yeah, no, me either. I mean, that's what I was just telling him. I was like, I don't want to be on the internet at all. So. All right. Well, thank you.
All right, no worries.
All right. Bye.
You should be on the internet. Look at you. You're a good-looking guy. You're like, hey, I work at the post office. You know what I mean? I'm making good.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man. Really, they're.
I'm gonna ask them if they'll
These
stand
are
out here.
You can ask them.
Okay.
When they say no, go, okay. You know what I mean? Just don't interfere with customers, right? Whatever. But they know that already. Anything you say to them, they already know.
Yeah.
They have been studying this a lot longer than you.
The girl has this like smirk on her face.
Of course she does, because again, she's trying to get a
She's trying
reaction.
to provoke you. Yeah.
Right.
So they're allowed to be up. They're allowed to be in the post office. But they're not with agencies. They're independent, regular people that are just walking around with a camera.
They call themselves First Amendment auditors. What they do is they go into government buildings. They stay, like they couldn't come back here.
Right.
That's illegal. He invited me back. Don't call it illegal. All right. They can go anywhere they're legally allowed to go, just like you, and film anything you can see.
Okay.
Now, I can't go to your yard and hold the camera up over your fence. Okay. But anything I can see, and I have an advantage. I'm a little taller than some of the other officers. You know, maybe I can see something they can't, but that's not an exclusion, right? So anywhere they're legally allowed to be, they can film.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And so the only thing that's going to get them keep coming back is if you have a reaction when they post it on something and they get hits of it because you had a reaction. It's usually police officers in like I said, smaller counties, smaller cities who don't have the kind of training, and or they're really young and they're like, you can't, you know what I mean? Their customers love that. You know what I mean? So
to give them a stool.
Yeah, you can do whatever. Yeah, give them a glass of water. It doesn't matter. Like the point is like, well, nothing. Just what I say, just is the same thing Mom told you about your sister. Just ignore her. She'll go away.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean?
I got it. So I'm just gonna hey, okay, they explain the process to me. You guys want to stand out here? That's fine. You know, matter of fact, I'm just gonna give you a stool.
I wouldn't engage them. No. I know you're tempted to have fun. I'm gonna teach you something about the police, right? They're better at this than you are.
Probably.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
Right? They're better than some of us about it. Because that's what they do. Right? Like I worked at the post office in Cedar Rapids, Iowa for a little while. There's no way I can compare what I know to what you know. This is what you do. You see what I'm saying? The police, like say for example, I want to ask you a bunch of questions. You think you're going to outsmart me? That's great. That's great for me because I know what I'm doing and this is your first time. That's a bad time to figure out you don't know what you're doing. Right. See what I mean? Right. The best way to do is just not engage. That's the best thing to do. Just let them do. How boring is it? It's going to be on YouTube up to 8 hours of looking at stamps. You know what I mean? Nobody cares, right? Right. And then if I go to your channel over and over again, and all I see is boring things of everybody, just doing their job, they're going to be like, if they ask you questions, right, you can answer in accordance to your policies or something. Don't be mean, right? Yeah. But or just refuse to answer. Like when I come out here, they're probably going to ask for my badge number and stuff because it's the law. It's not the law. It's never been the law. You're just polite. You know, it's not the law. I'm just going to go get my car and leave. You know, we're busy. Right? I'm not here for your channel. Right? Just going to walk out. Right? So just keep doing what you do. Keep selling passports. Keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? And then you're going to be fine.
Okay.
Or another 2 hours of sitting out.
But they won't be there for 2 hours. They're going to get bored. See, first of all, I am the reaction they wanted from you. Right? They were going to sit here. Notice they didn't get bored and leave because they knew I was coming eventually. Me or somebody like that.
He even asked me if I actually called the police.
How long ago?
Oh, about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, because I was in the jail 15 minutes ago. But so I'm busy, but we're all busy. We got to run away down the street, and we couldn't. The helicopters got him, and we don't even have an officer to sit in and go get him. We just got nothing. We'll work it all out. The point is, I'm here for you right now, and when I'm done working with you, I'll work with somebody else. That's how I feel about my job. So, okay. So the reason they were asking is because it's the interactions with me that get them the likes. Right? You flipping out is like a precursor. It's like an appetizer, right? Till when I get here and they think I don't know the law and want to get on me. See? That's how it works. Yeah. So I'm the meat and potatoes on this one.
Okay.
Next one. Right?
Well, all right. We'll just do them with kindness.
Don't speak to them at all.
Right.
I mean, seriously, the silent treatment is brutal, right? You ever get that from your mom or your dad, and you just won't talk to your brother? Yeah, it's horrible, right? Just do that.
Still have it.
Of course.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, man, you've been awesome. Thank you. Appreciate you.
And as soon as he called the postmaster, he was like, "Oh yeah, I know," and said exactly the same. Yeah, because he's in now into the funnel. He's been through it with all the other post offices too. Yeah. So now you can too. Just show them your best side and do your job. You're good. Okay. Yeah. Glad to do it. Huh? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. Good.
Were you educated?
I am educated in that. No, I mean, we talked. We said as long as you're not hurting anything, we're good.
Yeah.
So if you just, kind of stay over here and not repeat the door.
Yeah, just as long as your shoelaces are tied, don't run with scissors. They don't appreciate that in Florida when I use this one, but don't eat yellow snow. That's a bad one. You guys don't.
Snow, but
So we're in agreement that the police officer hooked you up with an education.
yes, he told me something. Yes, education, but all right.
All right, have a good day.
We're gonna hang out for a little bit, and we'll be out of here.
Here's the popo. City of Tallahassee. You can go. Oops, going in.
I got the door for you. There you go.
That the freedom of the press is one of the great bulwarks of liberty and can never be restrained but by despotic governments.